Hey, basketball fans, welcome back to Tips and Streams, your go-to spot for the hottest NBA regular season predictions. I'm Kokan, and I'm here to break down today's matchups and give you the edge you need to make the best bets. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support means the world to us. Remember, our channel has no sponsors and relies solely on the love and support of viewers like you. Even a small donation by pressing the thanks button under the video helps us keep bringing you top-notch content every day. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and fellow basketball enthusiasts. And we love hearing from you, so drop a comment below and let us know what you want to see in our forecasts. Your feedback helps us improve and bring you the content you crave. Let's jump right into today's NBA predictions. We've got some exciting games lined up, so stay tuned and let's get that winning streak going. Today we have predictions for 3 NBA games. The first prediction for today is for a game between the Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets. All right, here's my take on tonight's showdown. The Warriors are hitting the road for what could be a pivotal game before the All-Star break, and honestly, it's set to be a hard-fought battle. Golden State's sitting at 27-26, and with a recent 2-2 split in their last 4, you can tell they've been all over the map this season. Steph Curry's still dropping dimes and knocking down shots, but the infusion of Jimmy Butler has really added a much-needed spark. Butler's been turning heads with his 22.5 points per game and his knack for snatching steals, proving he's a real two-way force. That said, even with these firepower pieces, the Dubs have been struggling on offense. They're only 18th in scoring at about 112.2 points per game and hitting around 44.5% from the field, which isn't exactly where you want to be when you're trying to lock down wins. Defensively, they've been doing their best to keep things tight, ranking 10th in points allowed and showing decent effort with 6 guys averaging at least a steal a game. Still, there's some inconsistency in the paint. Kevin Looney and Draymond Green have been reliable at times, but their interior play hasn't been anything to write home about recently. Now, flip the script to the Rockets. Houston's been a season's surprise package with a solid 33-20 record. After snapping out of a major skid, they're hungry to keep the wins coming. Offensively, they're a bit of a mixed bag, only 17th in scoring with shooting splits that leave a little to be desired, but they've got depth. Jalen Green's been leading the charge at 21.4 points per game, and with a balanced attack featuring 7 guys in double figures, they've got the firepower to mix things up. But what really sets the Rockets apart is their defense. They're holding opponents to just 108.7 points per game, ranking 6th overall, and their ability to lock down shooters on the perimeter is top-notch, forcing teams into low-efficiency shots. A huge part of Houston's game is their rebounding, especially on the offensive end. They're leading the league in that category, which means the Warriors have to be extra sharp on the glass to avoid second-chance points. Alperen Sengun is a beast in the frontcourt, pulling down about 10.4 boards per game and dishing out 5 assists, while Amen Thompson and Tari Eason are making life difficult with their shot blocking and quick hands on defense. Adding to the drama is the fact that this game in Houston marks the end of a grueling 6-game road stretch for Golden State. Playing in a hostile environment like Houston, where the Rockets have historically been tough to beat at home, can really take its toll, especially when you're already feeling the effects of a long trip. The Rockets have been solid at home, even covering spreads last season, and they seem poised to keep that tradition going. Recent form only deepens the storyline. Houston just pulled off a thrilling comeback win against the Suns, riding a wave of momentum, while the Warriors suffered a rough loss in Dallas, unable to slow down their opponent's offense. There's even chatter that Golden State might rest some of their veteran starters after that setback, which would only give the Rockets more room to run. If Curry and Butler aren't firing on all cylinders, the youthful Rockets squad is ready to pounce. Another key factor is the battle from beyond the arc. The Warriors are known for their high-volume three-point attack, but Houston's got a lockdown perimeter defense that could really disrupt that rhythm. For a team that's been struggling with offensive efficiency, this could be a recipe for trouble. All in all, I'm leaning towards Houston taking this one. They've got a balanced roster, a stifling defense, and that home court edge, which should help them neutralize Golden State's stars, especially after a long, taxing road stretch. Sure, the Warriors have talent, but the fatigue and inconsistencies seem to be catching up with them. This game isn't just another notch on the win column. It's a chance for Houston to send a clear message to the league that their hustle on the boards and defensive grit can't be overlooked. For me, it's all pointing to the Rockets running it back tonight, picking up a crucial win and covering that spread before the All-Star break kicks in.
Welcome to BetUS, Sportsbook and Casino, your ultimate hub for secure and thrilling sports betting and casino gaming. BetUS is one of the oldest and most reliable online sportsbooks in the U.S., serving millions of clients all over the globe each month. BetUS, trusted for over 30 years, offers huge welcome bonuses, countless betting options, and many deposit and payout methods. Depositing funds is a breeze and safe, with a minimum deposit of just $10. Payouts are fast and hassle-free, beginning at only $50. Choose from various payout options like MoneyGram, couriered check, cryptocurrency, or bank wire. Signing up is quick and easy. For signing up, you can use the link in the description and enjoy a generous 125% welcome bonus of up to $3,000. By signing up using the link in the description, you'll also support us as we earn a small commission from your registration at BetUS. Thank you for supporting us. Join now and start winning.
The second prediction for today is for a game between the Miami Heat and Dallas Mavericks. Man, things are really heating up as the Miami Heat hit the road to take on the Dallas Mavericks right before the All-Star break. I've been watching both teams grind through some tough stretches, and honestly, it's been a roller coaster. The Heat, sitting at 25-27 after a rough loss to the Thunder, are in a real battle to claw their way into the play-in picture and beyond. They've been known for their hard-nosed defense, and even though they lost Jimmy Butler to Golden State, a move that took weeks of swirling rumors to finally materialize, Bam Adebayo is stepping up big time. Bam's been locking down the paint and scoring in bunches whenever he finds his rhythm, and it looks like guys like Nikola Jovic are getting more minutes under Spoelstra's system. Tyler Herro is already the go-to scorer, and with Butler gone, his role could only expand further. Even Duncan Robinson, who's had his share of ups and downs, might finally catch a break in this new setup. Over in Dallas, the Mavericks have been riding a wave of momentum, especially after that sweet home win over the Warriors that bumped them to 29-26. But let's not forget, they're still in a tight race for a play-in spot in the West, and things have been a bit wild ever since the big shocker of trading Luka Doncic to the Lakers. I mean, who saw that coming? General Manager Nico Harrison clearly had a different vision for the future, and now Kyrie Irving is saddled with the responsibility of leading the team. Irving's got to be on fire, using his slick drives and creating space to break down Miami's tough, lockdown defense. And with Klay Thompson not quite hitting his peak, every shot he knocks down is going to be crucial. Plus, the return of Dante Exum, after months off, adds another twist to Jason Kidd's rotation, giving the Mavs some much-needed depth. Now, don't get me wrong, both teams are dealing with their fair share of injury headaches. Dallas is missing key pieces like Gafford, and PJ Washington is questionable for their next outing, not to mention Anthony Davis is sidelined for a bit. On the Heat side, Tyler Herro is questionable against the Thunder, and there are whispers of some of the guys feeling under the weather. Despite all that, Miami's always been about gritty defense, and if they can lock it down, they might just slow down a Mavericks offense that's been as unpredictable as ever. What I really love about this matchup is the sheer determination on display. The Mavericks have shown they can win even when the chips are down. They've covered games against Boston and Houston, proving they still play with heart even after the Doncic era. But when it comes to the Heat, if their frontcourt struggles, especially with a depleted Mavericks paint, then expect Bam and his crew to feast. Every possession in this game is going to count, and as both teams edge closer to that play-in picture, it's going to be a chess match of adjustments and grit. I'm leaning towards Dallas, riding on the energy I've seen from them lately, but make no mistake, the Heat are out to prove they're still a force on both ends. It's going to be one hell of a showdown, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Before we move on, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing might seem like a small action, but it actually makes a big impact for us. Plus, it's completely free for you. Have you clicked that subscribe button? Awesome, thank you so much for your support. Now let's dive back into the video. The third prediction for today is for a game between the Oklahoma City Thunder and Minnesota Timberwolves. Man, if you ask me, this matchup between the Timberwolves and the Thunder is shaping up to be a real barn burner. I mean, the Thunder have been rolling hard lately, and you can't ignore the impact of Chet Holmgren finally stepping back on the floor since November. His return was like a shot in the arm for a lineup that's been absolutely tearing it up around the league. Remember that game where they set a franchise record for three-point completions against the Pelicans? They were only up 24-21 after the first quarter and 52-46 at halftime, but then they exploded with a monster 43-point third quarter that completely shifted the momentum. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was on another level, dropping 40 points while hitting 15 out of his 23 shots, and Isaiah Hartenstein wasn't far behind with a double-double of 15 points and 10 boards. Even Dort and Jalen Williams chipped in 14 points each. Sure, they didn't dominate the boards, but their relentless hustle, snatching 16 steals and forcing 23 turnovers, really made a difference. Their shooting percentages were solid too, around 47% overall and a respectable clip from downtown, not to mention almost 74% from the free throw line. Now, looking at the Wolves, they're in a bit of a rough spot. Despite having a guy like Anthony Edwards who's been lighting it up, remember his 44-point showcase against Cleveland? He couldn't get the same magic against the Thunder, only managing 20 points on a subpar shooting night. And it wasn't just Edwards. The rest of the team struggled to find their rhythm. You had Mike Conley, Julius Randle, and even Maz Reed trying to do their part, but with issues like turning the ball over 23 times and not capitalizing enough on the offensive end, things just didn't click. The Wolves did show some flashes, hitting about 49% of their shots from the field, including nearly 40% from deep, and they even dominated the boards 43-37 with 10 offensive rebounds. But those bright moments were drowned out by some critical miscues and an overall lack of cohesion. Heading into this next contest, it's all about matchups and momentum. The Thunder will look to keep at high-octane pace. They thrive on aggressive defense and turning those turnovers into fast break points. Their game plan is pretty clear. Lock down on Edwards, Minnesota's main scoring weapon, and also put a stranglehold on the rebound battle, especially against that Reed-Gobert duo. If they can do that, I don't see them struggling to extend their win streak. On the flip side, the Timberwolves need to dial up their defensive intensity and get better ball movement. Relying on Edwards to carry the load isn't sustainable, and if he ends up forcing too many shots without the backup support, the game could slip away. There's also the scheduling factor to consider. Both teams are on a back-to-back, but the Wolves get the comfort of playing at home while the Thunder are on the road. The Thunder might feel the fatigue, especially after that grueling comeback win against Miami. Even though Oklahoma City boasts a high cover percentage, I can't shake the fact that the Wolves have managed to pull off wins against them in 6 of the last 9 meetings. Bottom line, it's a high-stakes showdown where every possession counts, and if the Timberwolves can keep the pressure on and capitalize on their home court advantage, they might just edge it with the points.